Little Man's Journey, The Garden by Teresa Barger. Little Man and his friends woke up early. They were so excited. It was garden planting day. "Hey guys," said Little Man. "I've got our tools gathered. Let's get started." First, they tilled the soil and added nutrients to help the plants grow. Next, they planted trees, shrubs, and flowers of every kind. They planted vegetable seeds in straight rows. As Little Man worked, he thought about how horrible Lufa had talked to Little Lady the day before. He asked the Lord, "Why is Lufa still so mean? I thought he changed when he gave his heart to you." The Lord replied, "Look at the seeds you are planting. Some of them are falling on the footpath," said Little Man. "Yes," said the Lord, "and the birds come and eat them." "Others are falling on the shallow soil. Look! The plants are shooting up quickly," exclaimed Little Man. "But their roots are shallow, and the hot sun wilts them," replied the Lord. "What about the seeds sprouting among the weeds?" asked Little Man. "The weeds choke out the tender plants," answered the Lord. "Lord, the seeds falling on fertile soil are producing healthy plants." "Yes, and this is how it is with my message. The seed is like my word. It doesn't take root everywhere. Some don't understand it. My word hasn't taken root in Lufa's heart yet. Just keep praying for his heart to be prepared." "Okay, Lord, I understand. I will pray for Lufa." Now that the plants and seeds were in the ground, it was time to water them. Little Man headed to the well for water. There he met Little Lady. "What are you doing with those buckets?" she asked. "The Lord wants me to turn this desert into a beautiful garden," said Little Man. She smiled. "Can I help?" "Yes, that will be great," he replied. They filled their buckets and started down the path to the garden. Little Lady, struggling with her buckets, splashed water all over the path. "Little Man, I'm spilling my water, but your buckets are still full." "That's okay. Every bit of water helps." Every day they worked hard, from sunup until sundown, pulling weeds, fertilizing the plants and watering them. Little Lady's struggles continued. She got upset when she spilled water all over the path, but Little Man always comforted her. As the days passed, the garden grew, and so did Little Man and Little Lady's friendship. Even though she was discouraged by her weakness, Little Man's loving kindness encouraged her. One day, Little Lady tripped and spilled her water buckets. She was so upset. She sat and cried. "I'm such a failure. I'm not able to carry as much water as you, Little Man." Little Man tried to console her. He hugged her and said, "Don't cry. You are helping so much." Little Lady kept trying. She started to the garden, splashing water all the way. By the end of the day, she was very upset. As Little Man walked Little Lady home, he tried to cheer her up. She gave him a small smile and said, "Little Man, I'm so glad you are my friend. You always make me feel better. I will see you in the morning." The next morning, Little Man arrived at the garden early. As he walked along the path, he noticed it was no longer bare. Tender shoots of grass sprouted everywhere. Tiny wildflowers popped up from the soil. Little Man ran to find Little Lady, who slowly made her way to the garden. "Come and see what you have done," said Little Man. Little Man was so excited for Little Lady to see the path. He grabbed her by the hand and ran to the garden. When she saw the path, her face lit up. "I thought I was a failure for spilling so much water." Little Man shook his head. "You are not a failure. Because of you, the path is now part of the garden." While standing arm in arm, admiring the beauty of the garden, they heard the voice of the Lord. "Even your weaknesses have purpose. I created everyone with different strengths and weaknesses, but everyone is wonderfully made. I love you both." To be continued. We hope that you loved Little Man's Journey, the Garden by Teresa Barger. Check out other books in the Little Man series. Buy the books and read along.